BP may be buckling under shareholder pressure to strap on the green energy transition that has seemed to take over the energy world by storm. But if you're thinking that oil companies are on the skids, oil company executives are still raking in the cash and still find themselves at the top of the list of some of the world's highest earners. At least in the heart of U.S. oil country, Houston, oil executives are still top dog. In fact, more than half of Houston's 10 highest paid corporate executives in 2020 were managers of companies in the oil and gas industry, according to the Houston Chronicle. 6 out of the 10 top earners of Houston-based companies were from the energy sector, or a sector that provides services to the industry. That's despite the fact that last year was one of the most brutal in the history of the U.S. oil industry after withstanding a mega crash in both oil prices and demand during the pandemic. Even as the crisis took hold, oil companies didn't seem to change to a great extent the amount that they paid their top executives. But this could soon change as investment banks such as BlackRock attempt to persuade oil companies to tie executive compensation to environmental, social, and governance, or ESG variables. But for now, oil company executives remain at the top of the pile. Houston's top CEO, Ryan Lance of ConocoPhillips, earned $28 million last year. While that's a 7% decrease from 2019, it moved Lance up from the number 2 spot into number 1. And this decrease in pay pales in comparison to Conoco's revenue loss, which halved in 2020. The estimates of executive pay are likely to vary compared to actual pay because of the big portion of stock awards and grants the top managers receive on top of their salaries, and stock values vary greatly. Other energy executives that found themselves among the top 10 earners include Greg Garland, chairman and CEO of Phillips 66, and Jeff Miller, president and CEO at oilfield services giant Halliburton. Anthony Petrello, CEO at Nabors Industry, Bob Patel, chief executive at LyondellBasell, and Lorenzo Simonelli, chairman and CEO of Baker Hughes, also made the list.